YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. By Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Village Pizza in Newport, coming into the 21st century with new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
Good afternoon, football fans, and thank you for tuning in to the YCN Game of the Week. My name is Drew Dumont, and I am looking forward to calling the game for you today. Today, the Newport Tigers look to expand their win streak from 3 games to 4. They currently sit at 4-1, with wins over Stevens, Lebanon, Sanborn, and most recently, Fall Mountain. Their only loss of the season came against the still unbeaten Monadnock Huskies. On the other side of the field is the other team that we've covered a lot this fall at YCN, the visiting Kearsarge Cougars. Kearsarge has struggled this season as they're currently sitting at 1-5 and have lost 4 in a row. The Cougars' lone win of the season came against Fall Mountain. However, this is high school football in the Granite State and anything can happen. So who will prevail? You'll have to continue watching to find out. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Beltates Building Product Specialist. Whether you're a first-time homeowner making updates or a seasoned building contractor, Beltates' knowledgeable and friendly team can assist you in finding the perfect products for your project. They have the services and materials to help any size endeavor. Beltates will bring your ideas to life with their expertise. North Cape Design Build, for building a custom home from the ground up, a stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade. North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become a reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, beautifully executed designs. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997. And much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Jen and Troy invite you to visit Village Pizza in Newport. They're coming into the 21st century with a new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. It's a community gathering place, whether it's after the game, a performance at the Opera House, or just a date night. Come in for quality food and for the kids, board games, books, and coloring. Village Pizza brings the good old days back into their modernized and fun restaurant. Follow them on Facebook, or better yet, visit them at 7 South Main Street in Newport. La Valley Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood sandwiches, and Bubba's award-winning seafood chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Bubba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV. Your mic is hot.
Welcome back, everyone, to YCN's Game of the Week. Today, the Newport Tigers are hosting the Kearsarge Cougars. We just wrapped up the national anthem. But a nice flyover, I guess you could say. We have the Newport Airport down the road. So get a lot of traffic with planes, which is fun, and just watching these games in these fall afternoons here in New England. It's great attendance usually for just small towns and people showing up to the games. Looking forward to this one. Newport obviously the favorite. They've done really, really well this season. Their only loss is to Monadnock, who still remains undefeated and looks like a favorite for the state championship here in Division III. Kearsarge has struggled a little bit, but Kearsarge will get first possession, and Kearsarge has improved since last season. I definitely would say that. Aiden Ruckman and Jack Sikoria back deep to try and return it for the Cougars, as the Tigers try and kick it away here. And we're underway. Fielded around the 30, going through defenders, getting it forward to about the 45. So the Cougars with some great field position to start the game. After Caleb Naughton got hurt earlier this season, Will Spanos has taken over the offense. He's done a really good job considering just a tough situation to be put in. He's the starting wide receiver at the start of the year, and now he's the quarterback. He's had some tough challenges where he's had to lead this team. Guys that he's been relying on to help him, Jack Sikoria, you see him right there in the backfield, and Aiden Ruckman lined up there on the left side in the slot position. Hands it to Ruckman, trying to find something along that right side. Dives forward, maybe a minimal gain, and that's going to bring up second down here for the Cougars offense. It's worth looking at Newport. They've had a pretty good year defensively. They've kept games low scoring, held their opponent to not scoring many points, which has given their offense a really great chance to take over games by running it on the ground in control. No need to panic on offense. That's another thing that's worth noting. If you have a strong defense, your offense can relax a little bit more and doesn't have to be so antsy to keep up and really rush things on offense with a throw or something like that. Incomplete that time, looking for Ruckman. I guess they're going to rule it was a lateral. I thought it was an incomplete pass, excuse me. Ruckman's able to get underneath that, dives on it, and covers it up. So that's going to bring up third down here for the Cougars. Still a ways to go. Newport allowed no points, yet they had shutouts against Stevens, Lebanon, and Fall Mountain. So in most of their games, 3 of their 5 have been shutouts. They had a game against Sanborn where they allowed 6 points, and the only game where they allowed more than 10 was when they allowed 32 against Monadnock, who's really good. Sikoria takes that forward. It's going to bring up fourth down. Tried to find something that time, but it's going to overall be a loss on that possession of yardage. I think it's about 4th and 13, so I believe they'll send on the punt unit. Ruckman to boot it away. Tyson DePaulo back deep to try and return it for the for the Tigers. The Cougars get down there and cover it. So Newport will set up shop around their own 25-yard line. Even though they didn't get points on the drive, they avoided what a lot of teams do, which is a big turnover here against that ferocious Tigers defense, and set up Newport with really good field position to start the game. So they got them back at their own 25 right now. Call it the 26 maybe. Yeah, 26. Aaron Fellows, what an athlete he is. He's really proven how valuable he is to this Tigers team. After the loss of Kyle Ashley last season, somebody needed to step up and lead the team, and he has done that alongside Tyson DePaulo. This guy can play quarterback, he can pass well, he can run well, he can also play defense. That's a toss over there to DePaulo. It's going to be a decent gain for him. It's going to bring up about a 5-yard gain. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 5, maybe 2nd and 4. Yeah, call it 2nd and 4. Fellows hands it off, carrying it forward. I think that's going to be enough for the first down. Let's have another look at that on the replay. Really good blocking there, and able to just dive forward and pick up the first down. The rushing attack has been the focal point of the Newport offense all year long. It's been interesting to see them split it up and go by committee this year after last year where they had Kyle Ashley dominating the carries. Guys like Emilio Urista has also stepped up as well, in addition to Tyson DePaulo and Gabe Howe. One of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor, with over 17 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and super friendly service. HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full-service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning in their Muddy Paws Pet Wash and Auto Bath Car Wash. So after the timeout, both teams will have a chance to step back on the field now and reset.
Let's go defense!
What the heck?
Go hard defense!
Newport will go back to the huddle. They want to discuss things.
Let's go wide! Let's go wide! Let's go wide!
Here's a handoff. Decent gain that time. Emilio Urista on the carry. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Let's go wide! Let's go defense!
Newport's way back there, about 13 yards behind the line of scrimmage, being a little secretive. Fellows keeps it himself, looking for something along that left side. whole group of Kearsarge defenders throws them back there for the loss, and that's going to bring up third down. So credit to the Cougars. They did not give up on the play. Shifting everyone over to that side. Group effort there, and they got it done. So one more down to stop them and try and force a punt here on the Tigers' opening drive. Tigers have been very, very good on their first possession in all games this season, but especially their home games. Here's the handoff. He's going to be stopped, but picks up a decent gain. I think this is going to be 4th and 1. Yep, 4th and 1, so Coach Proper is going to keep the offense on the field. Can't blame him when you have a team as good as they are, with really good blockers there on the offensive line. Tyson DePaulo, you know, as your running back. Billy Urista, you also got Aaron Fellows, so a lot of different things you can do here on this play. But don't underestimate that Cougars defense. Fellows keeps it himself. He's able to pick up the first down. 5-yard pickup on the play. So now getting it into attacking territory. Ball is currently spotted at the 47-yard line. Newport almost always keeps the ball on the ground. However, Aaron Fellows has had some plays in the past where he's been able to show off his arm strength. DePaulo now getting blockers, rushing around that side. He's going to pick up the first down. Tyson DePaulo showing why he's one of the best backs in the whole division. It's interesting to see how a 4th down conversion would be the difference between Kearsarge getting the ball back and driving down the field, threatening first, and now Newport, they're driving down the field. They have the momentum. They got the home crowd. They have Tyson DePaulo. It's a huge help to this offense. It's worth noting that this is the first meeting between these two schools since COVID. The all-time series they've played against each other 10 times dating back to 1998. It's currently tied all-time series at 5-5 with Newport winning more of the most recent matchups. Newport's going to have a false start this time, so they're going to be backed up 5 yards. Hands it off to DePaulo. Testing out the left side, wrapped up by the Cougars defenders. That's going to bring up 2nd down here. About a 2-yard gain to get it to 2nd and 13 now. Remember, they got backed up 5 yards after the false start. Incomplete. Ruckman nearly had an interception. To be fair, wasn't exactly right there for him to get. We've really had to reach out for it. Made a good attempt at it. Could have had a pick 6 there, but wasn't the best opportunity, but still trying to convert on those opportunities. But still worth noting, Kearsarge has forced them to 3rd and long here. If they can get a stop here, bring up 4th and long, and the Tigers might have to punt. We'll see how aggressive Coach Proper wants to be and also how many yards they pick up on this play. Fellows drops back, throws it over the middle, incomplete. So now he's going to have to make that decision. I think right here you just send your punt unit onto the field, but they might keep their offense out there. We'll see. Always very aggressive, very confident in their offense to make plays, but also, maybe more importantly, confident in their defense to get stops if they don't convert on these plays. So it appears they're going to go for it. Fellows takes the snap, looks over the center of the field, complete, and good enough to pick up the first down, I think, but let's see if he fumbled prior to the play, or excuse me, prior to being tackled. I think that was a first down. Aiden Cowett with a reception. They're going to rule he was down. So the Tigers pick up the first down, and the aggressive decision pays off. Hands it off this time. Good defense from Kearsarge. Second and goal coming up here for the Tigers. Hands it off. Rushing forward is Urista. Let's see where you spot it down. Just said touchdown on the field. Didn't see the signal from the official. Fellows drops back, looking left, throws in the end zone, and that's a touchdown.
No, that was extra points.
Oh, excuse me, that's a 2-point conversion. Previous play was ruled a touchdown. So it's 8-0 Tigers. Today's game coverage is being supported by New London Hospital Primary Care. With their diverse team of primary care providers, you're the primary focus. To schedule an appointment or learn more about our expanded team of primary care providers, visit newlondonhospital.org. North Cape Design Build was founded with the intent of providing the Lake Sunapee region with a world-class design build partner committed to enhancing the local community that supports them. Our next YCN game of the week will feature the Newport Tigers hosting the Guilford Golden Eagles for the final regular season game, week from Saturday at 1:53 p.m. Watch it on TDS TV 13 and 1013, Comcast 8, or at ycnnow.com. As that's booted away, Cougars trying to bring it forward, working around that left side, pushed out at around the 50. Ethan Brand there on the return. Gets it to the 50. So Kearsarge set up in really good territory to try and strike back here on this drive. fumbled that time. Spanos able to dive on it, grab it off the bounce. So Cougars will retain possession. They're going to be backed up here. Not how you want to start the drive out. Still keep possession. Only second down here. Ruckman trying to run around that side. Physical hits that time. Cougars are even farther backed up. 3rd and long coming up here. So they'll probably look to the air here. Spanos under center. Keep my eyes on Aiden Ruckman. Fumbled and recovered there by the Tigers, it looks like. See what the officials say. No, they say that the Cougars have it. And they're going to send out the punt unit. Here's another look on the replay. Okay. Yep, so Kearsarge recovering that time. Thought Adrian Sanchez was able to get under it, but tough to tell from this angle. The ball took a bounce, went backwards. So Kearsarge fortunate. Now they have the opportunity to punt and have better field possession to pin the Tigers back deep. Tyson DePaulo fields it around the 40, brings it forward, push down around the 44. First and 10 for the Tigers. Officials spotted at the 44. Today's coverage is being underwritten in part by Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. Here's the Tigers offense. Fellows hands it off. DePaula able to get it forward for about 5 yards. It's going to bring up second down here. Trying to expand the lead to multiple drives here on this possession. Something that I find very impressive about these athletes is a lot of them have to play both defense and offense. So you can get tired really quickly. Some of the bigger schools like Division I programs, you don't have to do that as much because you have more kids to choose from. There's going to be a penalty prior to the snap. It's going to be a false start on the Tigers, it appears. So that's going to bring them back 5. Second down still coming up. That's going to wipe away part of the gain by Tyson DePaulo on the previous carry. Fellows hands it off. DePaulo carries it forward. See where it's spotted. It's going to be right around the first down marker. Let's say the official signal it is first down. It's exactly what Newport needed there. He can rely on him. Kind of felt like earlier on in the season it was more of a group reliance between him, Emilio Urista, and Gabe Howe to try and make up for the loss of Kyle Ashley. But as the season's progressed on, Tyson has proved himself carry for carry. He's put up some great stats this season with a lot of touchdowns and hundreds of yards. And that's the buzzer to end the first quarter. Tigers lead at 8-0. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
This YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. By Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Village Pizza in Newport, coming into the 21st century with new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. This is Drew Dumont. Newport rushing it forward. About a 6-yard gain maybe. So bringing up 2nd and 4 here. Maybe 2nd and 3. Somewhere in between. Tigers offense has succeeded so far. Made it 8-0. The rushing touchdown followed by the 2-point conversion there in the first half. Fellows hands it off. Wrapped up is DePaulo. Picks up about a yard on that, so it's going to bring up 3rd down. We know this is 4-down territory. Always very aggressive. We saw earlier in the game, they had about a 4th and 12, still went for it, converted, and then capped off that drive with a touchdown. Aggressive style is kind of similar to Monadnock, honestly, and it's been a successful strategy as Newport now is 5-1 on the season. Excuse me, 4-1, I think. Stop, so that's going to bring up 4th down. I have a feeling that they're going to go for it here. Monadnock's 7-0 right now. Brody Malinowski making the tackle. 4th and 1 coming up. When they faced something similar earlier, Fellows got it on the QB keeper. So that defensive line has to be ready and aggressive there for the Cougars. Try and get the stop. Gets the gain, and that's going to pick up a 1st down for the Tigers.
Big carry there for DePaulo and picks up another Tigers 1st down. 1st and 10 ball here on the
Newport, no need to rush anything. They're taking their sweet time.
29-yard line here. Tigers set.
Let's go,
1st and 10. Grinding the clock here with 9:15 to play in the second.
I think one of the best things about a team that you can have is calmness. They always seem like they're calm. They always feel like they're in control of games. Urista stop that time. No gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's your second look at it here on the replay.
What's the ball defense? Let's go, Dom. Shift it. Get in there. Let's go, Paul. Go, Dom. Let's right side.
Fellows finds Urista. Maybe loses a yard on that, so that's going to bring up third down. Probably looks like he might have lost 3 even. Depends on where it's spotted, and he is hurt on the field. Player's on knees. Hopefully it's nothing too severe. He's up on his own power. That's certainly a good sign. So he just got a little banged up on the play, and he'll return later on. Never like to see injuries in sports. Worst part of the game. It's definitely shaken up. So they'll make a substitution now. Caden Forand on the field now for Newport. They call timeout prior to the play. 7:56 remaining here in the second quarter. Barton Insurance Agency supports you and your community. Ben says one size fits all just doesn't apply to insurance, which is why every client gets their individual attention. Village Pizza in Newport is coming into the 21st century with a new point of sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. Follow them on Facebook to keep up. With New London Hospital's diverse team of primary care providers, you're the primary focus. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about our expanded team of primary care providers, visit newlondonhospital.org. This game coverage is being brought to you in part by LaValle Building Supply with 13 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. Take a look at all their products at lavalles.com. Newport's still talking over there, trying to script what they're going to do in the upcoming sequence. Their relaxed approach has helped their offense. Kearsarge is also, to their credit, not making a lot of huge mistakes like a lot of other teams do as they come in here. Finds him down the field, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Tigers. Aaron Fellows finds Aiden Cowett, and that's going to make it a 2-possession game.
Fellows with a long pass to Aiden Cowett down the far sideline.
What an excellent throw.
The Tigers lead.
Got to give credit to Cowett as well, getting open there. Like we say, Newport loves to keep it on the ground, but if you give Aaron Fellows the opportunity to pass, he will take advantage of it. He's got a strong and accurate arm. So they're going to keep the offense out there to attempt a 2-point conversion once again. They believe in their offense. Fellows looks to the left side, completes it in the back of the end zone, and that's going to make it a 2-point conversion to add on. Adrian Sanchez there on the reception.
Extra points for the Tigers there.
So that's going to make it 16-0. Let's see if the Cougars can come up with a response prior to halftime. Wow, great athleticism to jump up there and make the play. Check out Echo Communications for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3.
Field hockey team closed the regular season.
Today's coverage is being provided in part by Bart Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your personal needs.
To be determined October 24th at 3 p.m.
Still have some games around the state. Going to determine the outcome of the standings at the end of the season. Currently here in Division 3 in the West, Monadnock's in first place at 7-0. Newport's at 4-1, looking to try and get to 5-1 here with a win today is what they're hoping for. Stevens is at 4-2. Lebanon's at 2-4. However, it's worth noting they're technically registered as a Division II school based off of their size, so they do not qualify for the playoffs. Kearsarge is at 1-5, and at the bottom of the standings here in the West is Fall Mountain at 0-7. Kearsarge trying to return that. Decent return. It's a past the 40. Let's see exactly where it's spotted.
The military, acting or non-acting, come on down tomorrow. Do a military appreciation day down here.
Spotted at the 44.
Coach Ricky and company will be here. That starts at 10 a.m. Be here by 9:30 to sign up.
Kearsarge hands it off. Jack Sikoria picking up the first down. Getting on the other side of the 50. That's the play that the Cougars wanted to start out this drive. Getting some good blocking there. Just able to run it right up the middle. Spanos tries to keep it himself. Good athleticism to try and work around that left side. However, just too much pressure from the defenders, and he's going to be thrown back for a loss. Broke some tackles, but still that Newport defense, they're always tough to deal with. 1, 2, and as he was trying to work his way around, gets pushed out over by the sideline. It's going to bring up second down here. Ruckman just gets tied up that time. We have a flag on the field, however, so this could change things.
Normal formation.
Looks like it's going to be against the Cougars, so instead of it being third down, it's going to be second down, but they're going to be backed up even farther. So it's about 2nd and 20 coming up for them, it looks like.
Second down, country mile here. Need to get down to the 3-yard line.
Spanos hands it off. Jack Sikoria making his way through defenders, getting forward. He's going to pick up the first down there on that right side. Good rush from Jack Sikoria. The burst of energy that the Cougars needed. Here's another look at that.
Big run there, gives them a new set of downs.
Newport is fast, but so is Jack Sikoria. Inside the 30 now. Under 6 minutes to go here in the opening half. Cougars trying to make it a one-possession game. Spanos keeps it himself. Thrown back there. Got to give credit to the Newport defense. They make the stop. The thing that's tough about Newport is they're not going to allow you to string together back-to-back really big plays. You might get an explosive play here or there when you have a great player like Jack Sikoria, but it's not going to be consistently great play after great play. They're not going to make it easy on you. Have to work for it, especially on the road here when you have to come into Newport. It's no easy task. Might be in a situation to have probably one and potentially two home games at the start of the playoffs. Newport very likely to make the playoffs. Spanos thrown back for a big loss. I think that was Cowett there on the tackle.
Eaton Cowett with the play in the backfield.
Yep. So 3rd and long coming up here. See what the Cougars decide to do in the event that they don't get the first down. Looking at Jack Sikoria, I'm looking at Aiden Ruckman here on this play. Keep your eyes on them, because when the ball is in their hands, good things usually happen for the Cougars. Sikoria in the backfield. Ruckman on that left side in the slot position. Timeout called, it appears. Kearsarge wants to discuss things. Today's coverage is being underwritten in part by Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. Through Northgate Design Build's legacy of trust successfully cultivated over 40 years, they supported community service initiatives such as their Mount Sunapee Duck Drop fundraiser, raising over $162,000 this year alone. Wow, that's quite impressive. Kearsarge's offense is back on the field. Spanos under center. Sikoria with him in the backfield. Trying to find Ruckman on that left side. Intercepted. Taken away by the Tigers and running it out of bounds. Aaron Fellows making the pick. What did I tell you? He's a heck of an athlete, folks. He can run forward as a quarterback, he can throw downfield, and he can make interceptions. So Newport gets to take back over. Kearsarge was threatening on that drive, trying to get something going. Could have one possession drive, and just like that, all the momentum takes back their way. As they get possession, they have a multiple score lead here. Trying to close out this first half, add one more onto it. Plenty of time to do so. Over 4 minutes to go.
Sweeper counter!
Hands it off, bringing it forward. Huge gain down past the 30-yard line. What a gain. Here's your look on the replay. Tyson DePaulo turns on the Jets. Got to give it credit to Kearsarge, though. They did not quit on that play. They could have easily done so. It's forced down around the 30. Spotted at the 31 officially. Thought he might have had a little bit more on that. Fellows tosses it to the left side. Finding blockers, able to get it forward there. Gain, going to bring up second down. So the clock stops with 4 minutes remaining.
With the carry for the Tigers offense. Carry good for 8 yards, second down, 2 to go. Pushed out of bounds there on the far sideline, stopping the clock for 4 minutes to play.
Fellows
Back to pass.
stays trying to work his way through defenders, going through the middle. To the left side, going to the end zone, touchdown Tigers. What an athletic play. Great patience by Fellows. Instead of getting impatient and tossing it away, he just waits for something to open up. He finds the gap and he brings it into the end zone for a touchdown. He's got power, he's got speed, he's got strength. An outstanding football player he is. That makes it a 3-possession game, so Newport in very comfortable situation here.
Last call here, almost for 50-50. Get on into the jackpot.
They'll go for 2 once again. See if they try and go through the air or through the ground. They'll go to the air. Fellows finds his man on the left side into the end zone, and that's another 2-point conversion. Adrian Sanchez there on the reception. Just like that, Newport continues to expand the lead here. It is 24-0. Still plenty of time, though, for Kearsarge. Try and get some points on the board prior to the half. 3:45 to go. Bubba's Bar and Grill has a full menu of amazing seafood, land fare, award-winning seafood chowder, hearty sandwiches, and a diverse pizza menu to satisfy any party size. Today's game is being brought to you by LaValle Building Supply, home improvement from construction to completion, with over 60 years of serving you locally from 13 locations. Secoria and Ruckman back deep for the Cougars. See how the Tigers decide to kick it, whether it be try and boot it deep or try and get a bounce right up the middle. Bouncing it up the middle, trying to recover it. Let's see, it looks like the Tigers have it. They do. So got the exact bounce they wanted right off of one of the Cougars. Used the speed to get up there. Were able to recover it. Wow. That was not an onside kick, but it kind of feels like it was to an extent. Targeted to try and get it off of one of the players, get it to bounce back to them. They were able to do just that and use the speed. Remember, at Kearsarge not long ago, it was Monadnock who recovered 3 onside kicks, I think it was, in one night. So outstanding special teams. Not only offense and defense, but special teams also a factor in very good teams. First and 10 for the Tigers.
Let's go, White.
Second down coming up.
Nice work, guys. That's how to play.
Got to give Kearsarge credit for the stop. Only a 1-yard gain that time. Here's another look.
Let's go.
Newport with it. Fellows hands it off, wrapped up right away at the line of scrimmage. So that brings up third down.
Still with 2:33 to play here on the board. Control 24-0 here. First half action. Gorgeous Maryn field.
See if Fellows tries to go to the air here.
Hey, move over. With trips, check 3.
Fellows, there's a flag on the field. Multiple. Finds his man, I think that's Aiden Cowett downfield, hard to see. Yeah, that's Aiden Cowett, but there are multiple flags on the field, so it would be like a 30-yard gain. But if this goes against the Tigers, then it would just change that. See what the officials say. It's going to be a replay of third down, so that's going to get wiped off the board. In addition, it's going to back them up 5 yards to their initial starting position on that snap. Let this be a lesson to being disciplined and avoiding penalties, because it could be a first down for the Tigers being well set up there. It's now turned into a third and very long. Fellows scrambling, finds his man. That's incomplete though. Kearsarge trying to jump on it, thinking that there might be a chance that they ruled he had possession and a recovery, but no, it's incomplete, so it's going to bring up fourth down. We'll see if Coach Proper decides to bring on the punt unit. They've been very aggressive, but you never know. Newport tucking it over. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out there. 1:36 still to go. So in the event that they don't convert and Kearsarge gets it back, they'll have enough time to score. To also keep in mind timeouts as well. Because of the incompletion, the clock is frozen right now. Fellows looking over the middle, finds Tyson DePaulo, getting a decent game, but that's going to be short of the first down. So the Cougars getting the stop here, turnover on downs, and they will take over.
Nice job, defense. Nice job, D. Give me a slot.
Cougars get possession here. 1:29 to play.
Let's go, Outline! Let's make some plays!
It's worth noting that the Cougars still have 3 timeouts, 1:29 to go. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Sikoria carrying it forward, 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up here.
Right to me, big man.
Spanos under center. Let's see if they look to the air here. Spanos keeps it. Incomplete there. 3rd down coming up.
Got his hand on it.
Third down, 8.
So 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Kearsarge Cougars. Inside of a minute to go now.
Cougars still with possession. Will Spanos in the shotgun formation.
Spanos hands it off. Sikoria with it. He stays on his feet, fighting forward, trying to pick up the first down. It's going to be close. Let's see where they spot it. Aiden Cowett down on the field for Newport. He appears to be injured. Look at Sikoria. Look at his ability to battle. Everybody on Newport just assumed that he was down. He took advantage of that to get some additional yardage. They're going to rule he had just enough for the first down. But Aiden Cowett down on the field for the Tigers. Let's hope he's okay.
5-2-6, 8 seconds He needs a breather, that's all. He's going back to. Good sign there. Aiden Cow is making his way up.
Aiden Cowitt gets off the field on his own power. He appears to be okay. It's good news for all Newport fans. Clock is running now. Under 40 seconds to go here. Cougars still have their timeouts. Spanos keeps it himself, rushing it forward, gets his way through defenders, working his way down the field, gates the pass down at the 10. Pushed out of bounds, very close to the goal line. So that's gonna freeze the clock. And Kearsarge now threatening on the brink of the goal line. What an outstanding rushing play by Spanos. He's showing off his speed. Wow. Nearly at a touchdown. I think most people thought that was going to result in a touchdown there on that play. After he got through the second to last defender. Newport did not quit. Spanos nearly intercepted, incomplete. Fortunate that it was not picked. That's why it's so critical to try and get the ball into the end zone when you have an opportunity. A lot of times people assume just when it's spotted at the 1 or the 2, you're going to just easily be able to punch it in. But when you're up against a defense like the Newport Tigers, that can always be challenging. We have a player down on the field from Newport, hopefully nothing too severe.
Solid freshman right there, making a good play.
You got 3 timeouts, Coach Jones.
Is able to get up and leave the field. It's good news. 19.8 here to go.
Second and goal here. Cougars sitting on the 4-5, yep. 5 to go.
Kearsarge not far from a touchdown.
Cougars threatening for the first time of the day.
No, he pinched out.
Spanos looking to the left side to Ruckman. Incomplete, so that's going to bring up 3rd and goal with 12.7 here to go. Spanos tries to keep it himself, out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal. 6 seconds showing on the clock, so now a decision to be made. Do you go for it, or do you bring out Corey Fleury to try and tack on a field goal and at least get some points on the board here prior to halftime? That's a decision that they're going to have to make. Field goal would still be a 3-possession game, but at least you would have points on the board. The touchdown, however, would get down to a 2-possession game, but Newport's defense proving to make that very difficult. You have one play.
Run the ball. It's your job up there. Run the ball.
reverse handoff. Aiden Ruckman runs into the end zone for the touchdown. So Kearsarge scores prior to half. However, we now have a flag on the field.
On who? They just... No, hold on. Hold on. Just stop for a second. The touchdown scores, I'm hoping. Yes.
I'm hearing dead ball personal foul.
Good job. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. And then he probably talked some crap or something. Yes. Dead ball.
Touchdown is good on the field.
So the touchdown is confirmed.
Penalty's gonna back them up here for their extra point.
There's a penalty that goes against the Cougars that's going to back them up here. So at least they get points on the board. So it's going to be 6 points for the Cougars, 24-6 currently. We'll see what they decide to do here. If they bring on Fleury to try and do an extra point from a little bit farther backed up than usual. Looks like they will.
Timeout on the field. Cougars gonna talk things over.
That run was fantastic. You could have, but you got what you got, and then just...
Timeout called for. So this conclusion to this first half is taking a while here in the final minute. But Kearsarge able to get a touchdown, courtesy of Aiden Ruckman putting some points up on the board.
Yes, coach. Yes, Coach Reg. Yes, Coach Reg. Yes, Coach Reg. What did he do? Did he say something to get all excited? Okay. I didn't really see it. Well, I guess you don't have to fight. It's a 15-yard penalty. So it's 15 yards and you tack on 17 and a half. Yeah, but then you tack on another 7 and now it's felt it.
Extra point attempt is blocked. So it's going to remain 24-6, but at least Kearsarge was able to get a touchdown here, get some points on the board. Most teams have not done that here at Newport.
Get on halftime. Get on in line. No line.
Newport at home
Plenty of good food
has,
on
this is
down
their
there for sale.
third home game of the season, and they shut out Stevens and they shut out Lebanon. So this is the first time anybody scored any points here at Newport this season. Only 2 times that Newport had points scored against them was at Monadnock and at Sanborn. So got to give credit to Kearsarge. Got to give credit to Newport and destroying their defenses.
Forces Day here tomorrow. Any former or currently serving that want to come down and be recognized, we're going to do a celebration pregame between 9:30 and 10. Be here for sign-ups before 9:30.
So Newport will have a chance to return it here. That's about it. So all Kearsarge has to do is get the stop here. They can take it into halftime. It's worth mentioning Newport will receive second half kick. Rolls out of bounds.
We gotta go out. We gotta go out. D1.
So one play here. One chance for the Tigers to go for a touchdown from far away. Penalty is going to go against Kearsarge for kicking it out of bounds there on the kickoff. Brings it forward 15 yards to about the 35. So 65 yards to go and one play to get it done. They have a pretty comfortable lead, 24-6. They're just going to take the knee, and that will wrap up the first half. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Beltate's Building Product Specialist. Whether you're a first-time homeowner making updates or a seasoned building contractor, Beltate's knowledgeable and friendly team can assist you in finding the perfect products for your project. They have the services and materials to help any size endeavor. Beltate's will bring your ideas to life with their expertise. North Cape Design Build for building a custom home from the ground up, a stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade. North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become a reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, beautifully executed designs. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997. And much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Jen and Troy invite you to visit Village Pizza in Newport. They're coming into the 21st century with a new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. It's a community gathering place, whether it's after the game, a performance at the Opera House, or just a date night. Come in for quality food and for the kids, board games, books, and coloring. Village Pizza brings the good old days back into their modernized and fun restaurant. Follow them on Facebook, or better yet, visit them at 7 South Main Street in Newport. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood sandwiches, and Bubba's award-winning seafood chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Bubba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Welcome back to the YCN Game of the Week. To recap the first half, the Kearsarge Cougars are currently trailing the Newport Tigers by a score of 24-6. Newport got out to an 8-0 lead in the first quarter. They've gone for it the 2-point conversion each time. Got to give credit to Aaron Fellows. He continues to show off that athletic and accurate arm of his. Can also run for it. He ran for a touchdown in the second quarter. Tyson DePaulo getting some big yardage there for Newport. They've played really, really well. Their defense has been strong throughout the season. However, it's worth noting this is the first time they've actually given up points at home all year long. Will Spanos with a giant run from around the 50-yard line to get out of bounds, nearly a touchdown. Kearsarge trying to get something going. Newport's defense holding strong. And then they finally were able to get the touchdown, Aiden Ruckman there. So that's going to wrap up the first half. For the balance of our halftime show, we'll meet the new owners of Newport's Village Pizza, Jen and Troy, as they celebrate their first anniversary. But first, these messages. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
I mean, I'm born and raised Newport, New Hampshire, went to school here, eating here and stuff, and then it just came up with availability of ownership, and wasn't interested at first, but after sleeping on it, I decided that it was something that I would love to do, and I'm passionate about it, and super excited to carry on a tradition of what Newport Village Pizza has brought to Newport.
Well, we've been married for 16 years, and we started actually working together before we were a couple, and that kind of morphed into, wanting to open our own businesses together, and we actually work well together. We probably work better together than we do be married together. I was born and raised working restaurant. My stepfather and my mom owned a small mom and pa sub place, and I grew up there cutting veggies, making subs, slicing meat, and then went from there to waiting tables at other restaurants. When I met Troy, he was just coming to start at one of the restaurants I was working at, and I actually trained him. And then from there, he went into management, and I was busy having our babies.
We owned a few food trucks before we bought this place, and it was a different kind of lifestyle, being on the road, running a mobile restaurant, I guess,
right,
versus running the brick and mortar that this requires, and it's an everyday in and out type. It's very time consuming and life consuming. So there was a lot of hard conversations.
Yeah, and there's pros and cons to both. Having the brick and mortar means that it really never stops. It's 7 days a week. I always joke and say we work 10 days a week, even though there's only 7 in a week. The mobile food trucks was fantastic because we got to travel the state and see different things and meet different kinds of people. But it was late nights, early mornings, lots of miles. Our kids spent a lot of time in the back seat of a pickup truck. So now we're just doing both.
Newport Village Pizza has always been a staple. As far as quality of food, just a place to go out and hang out with friends and family, just a part of the community. You go to a sporting event and you would come here after, or you go to a show at the Opera House and you always find yourself coming to Newport Village Pizza, or just for a date night or whatever it be. Our vision is, well, first of all, we're trying to modernize Newport Village Pizza with POS system. We've now got some TVs here, stepped it up with a digital menu. We're just trying to be family oriented, a kid friendly place to come play games or just hang out.
I think our goal is to kind of bring that 1980s lifestyle to modern day. We love that our tables are always full lately, and there's kids and they put the screens away, and we have board games and books and little knickknacks to play with, coloring pages, and it's just really fun to watch families be family again and not just be glued to our screens, and just kind of take some time. That being said, I do want to get rid of some of the 1980s decor and eventually get away from some of the sponge paint. So we're kind of trying to bring the good old days into the modern day. We have Facebook. I haven't quite figured out how to use anything else quite yet. We will hopefully have a website in the near future. It was more about kind of narrowing down internet. That was a big one here, and having a point of sale system. But now that those things are kind of locked and settled, I think we'll move into having a little more of an internet presence. We are Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8, and maybe Sundays in the future. For some sports.
Welcome back to YCN's Game of the Week. Currently, the Newport Tigers lead the Kearsarge Cougars by a score of 24-6. Newport's had a really strong season so far. Their only loss is to Monadnock. They're trying to improve to 5-1 today. They have 2 games remaining. They'll be on the road next week, and then they'll be back here at home for Guilford in the final week of the season. Kearsarge has gotten their lone win against Fall Mountain. They're still trying to claw and pick up a final, maybe one of the last playoff positions, but it's tough. So they'll still have a game after this. Head coach Michael Jensen, he's turned around the program, I would say, on a culture basis. Kids look more prepared and ready to go here for these games. It's just been challenging because they have some really strong opponents, such as Newport. But to their credit, they're the only team so far this season who's come here into Newport and been able to score at all. The other 2 teams have been shut out, Lebanon and Stevens, earlier in the year. Will be Guilford in a couple of weeks with the opportunity to try and do the same. Jack Sikoria has had a really good game for Kearsarge. He's got some good rushing yardage. He's picked up some big plays for them. Got to give credit to Will Spanos. He had that crazy carry earlier in the game, which set them up there close to the goal line. Aaron Fellows and Tyson DePaula leading the Tigers. They've had some pretty big plays themselves. As always, good turnout for, a small town like here in Newport. I'm curious to see how the playoffs shake out. Still have a couple more weeks following this one to wrap up the regular season. Just getting ready now. We'll remind you that Newport is set to receive the opening kickoff here in the second half. Kearsarge did the same last time. It was a 3-and-out for the Cougars on the opening drive of the game. Able to stop Newport, but Newport eventually finding the back of the end zone the first quarter to make it 8-0. Carried it forward to 24-0 in the second half. Again, Kearsarge scoring at the very end, 24-6 now. I'm curious to see if we see more passing plays here out of the Cougars in the second half as they're trailing. Sometimes that's the case.
He has to know that. If you're running that play, he has to know that.
This is the first meeting between the 2 schools since COVID. This is the 11th time all time that they faced off against each other. Series tied 5-5. Most recent was on October 17th of 2019. It was at Kearsarge, the Tigers winning that contest 26-14. Spanos kicks it away. Received by DePaulo, bringing it forward. Trying to work his way forward. He's around the 35 where he's eventually wrapped up. And now the Tigers offense will try and get to work here. Ethan Brand making the tackle for the Cougars. Fellows hands it off. DePaulo with it now. Gets it forward to about the 40, maybe the 41. Let's see, 42. Second down coming up. 7-yard gain on the play.
Let's go, D! I want you to get that ball! Let's go! Let's go, defense!
Top 8 teams here in Division III make the playoffs. Here's the carry. Paulo gets enough there, and that brings up a first down. Championship eventually would be on November 23rd. The site is to be announced. UNH is going to be home against Maine that day, so it's probably not going to be at UNH. We'll see if another college in the state picks it up instead. So a couple of weeks to go, but I'm curious to see how this playoff picture shakes out. Nadnock and Kent, well, the 2 undefeated teams, they will face off in the final week of the season. Very likely that the winner of that game will get the 1 seed here in Division III. There's a gain there, going to bring up second down.
All over mid-stripe here, ball 49-yard line.
10 minutes still to go here in this third quarter of play. The Tigers have possession. They lead at 24-6. Apollo with it. Rings it forward. It's going to move the chains here forward for a first down.
Clock winding still here. Picking up a first down for the Tigers offense. Ball sitting on the 41-yard line.
Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line.
Looks Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Girls football players representing the pink.
Fellows hands it off. It's going to be stopped there. Good job by the defensive line of the Cougars.
Wes Wheeler there with the carry for 4 yards. Second down, 6. Ball on the 38-yard line. Join your Tigers on the road next week, Friday night, under the lights. Summersworth. Dipping battle down there. Back to pass, unleashes over the middle.
Defense. That was excellent defense. That was excellent defense. Ran that kid's route.
Defense steps up there, so gets the stop. Third down coming up.
Clock stops with 8 minutes to play here in the third. Still third down. Tigers wanting a 31-yard line. Downs.
Fellows was looking deep.
Stay here, Maryn Field.
Fellows throws to the left side. That's going to be complete. Out of bounds that time.
Fourth and manageable for the Tigers offense.
That was Adrian Sanchez there on the reception.
32. Fourth and 2 on the 42. Tigers opening possession on the third. They winding the clock.
First offense, be ready.
8 minutes to play here in the third.
Watch that hard snap, D. Watch the ball. Let's get in there, boy. Watch QB run. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Eyes on QB. Yeah, go, 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 go.
Fumbled the snap there over his head, it looked like. So it's going to be stopped there. Big stop from the Cougars. Wow. That helps them out with a little bit of energy now.
Maryn, Brandon, company for the Cougars D.
So they stop him on 4th down.
Quick stop here on 4th down. Turnover on down. They give themselves the ball here on the 45.
So sometimes a bad snap can disrupt the drive. They've been efficient so far on those big plays. This is their second time they've missed on 4th down. Earlier they had a chance when they went for it on like 4th and 15 or something in the second quarter. Tyson DePaulo carried it forward for about 12. Now Jack Sikoria here picks up a decent gain that time. Second and probably about 4.
Cameron Nierenberg with the Tigers defense with the stop.
Kearsarge trying to climb back in it. If they were able to score on this drive, that would certainly help them out. Spanos hands it off. Sikoria rushing forward. Sikoria at the 30, at the 20, to the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. So the Kearsarge Cougars offense is getting going now here in the second half. They scored to finish out the first half at the very end. Now on their first possession in the second half, they have got things going. Now the lead of Newport shrinks. Was 24-0 at one point. Now it's been sliced in half to 24-12. With a chance for the Cougars to cut into it even more here. Still will be a 2-possession game regardless. Much more manageable. Spanos throws over to the side, trying to go for 2 here. Lateraling it, trying to push it forward. Let's see what the ref says. There's a flag on the field. I think they might rule it a second forward pass. I don't know if they're going to rule it lateral. Let's see. That's my suspicion, is that they thought that it was more forward than backwards. Here's another look at it. Spanos quickly getting rid of the ball. This Cameron Brand, the pass. Will Kucharski. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but still Kearsarge making some noise, putting 12 points up on the board here in Newport. Nobody's put any points up at Newport this whole season. They trail by 2 scores still, but all it takes is a stop. They could get back possession, go score again, and all of a sudden it's a 1-possession game. Spanos to kick it away. Boots it deep. DePaula fields it around the 15. To the 30, to the 35, wrapped up right there. Ryder there on the tackle, flag on the field, however. See if this changes the spot of the ball.
Hey, play strong now. Play smart. Let's get this ball back, White. Shoot. Stay base. No matter what. Go back, let's go defense! We give up a chunker, I want you like this. Here we go. Come on, backers. Here we go. Get that ball, defense!
Fellows looking deep. Just a bit too much on that one. Trying to find Adrian Sanchez downfield on the left side. Just a slight overthrow. Still good decision to put it out of the reach of the defender. Better to have an incompletion here instead of an interception.
7 minutes to play here in the third. Still in the lead, 24-12.
Hold, stop!
Newport trying to rush it here. This is Fellows. Working the left side. Let's see, Kearsarge thinks they have it. They do! The Cougars are going wild here at Newport. They have the momentum now. What was just a 24-0 game has now shifted to 24-12, and the Cougars have possession, it appears, here in the offensive end at the 35-yard line. So Will Spanos and the offense will go back to work. Here's another look at that replay. There's a real sense of belief here from the Cougars. You can hear it. Spanos fumbles the snap, and Newport takes back over. How quickly the momentum can turn. Adrian Sanchez there on the fumble recovery. So all that momentum that Kearsarge just got back, they lost. And Newport showing why that they're one of the premier programs here in Division III. Things aren't going their way, they battle back right away, regain possession, as if that turnover never even happened. So Kearsarge's sideline goes silent now. See how they can respond here on defense. DePaula takes it forward. Decent rush, maybe around 7 or 8 that time. DePaula runs into a pile, Second down coming up, maybe a few yards on that carry. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, still plenty of time to play. Kearsarge regained possession, then lost it immediately. They had the momentum, trying to get it back now. A little bit more noise coming from that sideline now, trying to pick themselves up. Pushes it forward. Minimal gain, bringing up third down.
Carries good for a few yards, sets up third down. Third and 4. Ball on the 44-yard line. 4:55 to play and running here in the third. Tigers still in the lead, 24-12.
Newport very good in these situations. Third and fourth down. Fellows hands it off to Paula. Rushes it, trying the left side. He's going to have enough. So that picks up a first down for the Tigers.
Big run there by number 12 and another Tigers first down.
Spotted around the 30-yard line.
Tyson giving the Tigers a new set of downs on the 30-yard line. First and 10. Lining out here in the third.
So basically, they'll get to the fullback. I mean, but they've been running away from strength. But this half, they've been running away from strength.
Here's a handoff to Paula. Carries it forward.
That was just like one of
He's stopped, but not before a gain. Second down coming up.
takes an influence step to the left. That's divide. Divide goes back to the
Fellows hands it off. Again, DePaulo with a slight gain, it looks like. Maybe a yard. Third down coming up. Newport's offense has been dominant for the most part. They've had a strong season, putting up some pretty heavy point totals. They've scored at least 20 in 4 out of their 5 games. Fumbled. Let's see who recovers. Looks like the Tigers have it still.
Yeah, it is. Divide for them works well.
So fourth down coming up for the Tigers. Not far to go, however. Coach Oper is going to keep the offense out there.
Fourth and short here for the Tigers. Just 1 yard for a new set of downs.
Only a yard to go.
20-yard line. Set.
Fellows,
Back to pass over the
incomplete. Good defensive play by the Cougars. Got to give them credit.
That was fantastic.
Keeping themselves in this game. It's 2 possessions still, but they have a lot of time to work with. It was 3 possessions this late. I think that would have made it really difficult for them to come back. Now they have a chance. All you need is one big play. Get in a better position. This is the best anybody's looked so far in Newport this season.
Celebrate veterans.
Tough place to play, certainly. Has been that case for years upon years. Handoff, gets it forward, huge rush. Finally pushed out is Sikoria. Picks up a big gain and the first down. Way more than he needed.
Jack Scorer with the run for 11. Cougars first down.
Spotted around the 35, 36, kind of hard to tell from our angle. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Keeps it on the ground. Not much that time. I have to think that if they could find a man open downfield, get another big blocking play, put themselves in position to score, that would really help their momentum.
Second and 11.
Kearsarge, for the most part, looks calm,
Kearsarge needs to get up to the 40.
trying to put together a sustainable drive and not force anything. It's only 2 possessions. It's not like it's 3 or more.
Spanos with the handoff.
Reverses that way. Let's see. Picks up a good gainage. I think that's going to be short of the first down, but excellently executed plays. Decent blocking. Jacob Heath there sticking with it. So third down coming up, but it's about 3rd and 3 maybe. Much more manageable for the Cougars than it would have been otherwise. Spanos hands it off. Good gain. I think that's Cameron Brand. Yep. And that's going to pick up a first down for the Cougars. So the offense has come alive.
Kearsarge new set of downs here on the 49, just over midfield. They continue to drive. 5 seconds to play here in the third.
Second down coming up here. Newport not going to make it easy on you. Brand gets it forward to for around 3 yards there on that carry. And that expires the third quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Please stay with us.
This YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, much more than a home heating provider. By Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations within New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. By North Cape Design Build, who for over 40 years have crafted beautiful custom homes in the Lake Sunapee area of New Hampshire. La Valley Building Supply, with 13 locations and celebrating over 60 years serving you with quality products and friendly service. By Bubba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Bubba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. Village Pizza in Newport, coming into the 21st century with new point-of-sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. And Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine Town regions.
Welcome back to YCN's Game of the Week. We're in the fourth and final quarter this afternoon. The Newport Tigers currently lead the Kearsarge Cougars by a score of 24-12. However, it was once 24-0, and Kearsarge has battled their way back. They have possession of the football right now around midfield, trying to get something going here. Spanos hands it off. Sikoria gets it forward, gonna bring up third down here.
Hand off to Jackson on the play.
Could be a pivotal play.
Third down.
Spanos hands it off. Met right there at the line of scrimmage, pushing back. Newport not making it easy. It brings up a pivotal fourth down. Looks like Kearsarge is going to send the punt unit on the field. I kind of would have guessed they would have went for it. Here in the fourth quarter, down by 2 possessions.
Leaves Cougars fourth down. Third call here for the punt. Go for it.
The fake, Sikoria has it. He's trying to get something going. Pushing it forward. Does he have enough? Let's see where they spot him. It's a first down for the Cougars. Wow, just barely enough there. What a huge play for Kearsarge. Jack Sikoria utilizing his speed and awareness. So Will Spanos and the offense remain on the field. They could find a way to get the ball in the end zone. That would make this a 1-score game. Push back for a loss on this. Second and long coming up. It was Aiden Cowett on the tackle. So after a 2-yard loss on the previous play, Cougars are trying to make some progress here. Sikoria gets it forward. I think it's about 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8 here. We have an injured player on the field. Will Bennett. One of our underwriters today is Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newbury Harbor, with over 17 years of providing hungry patrons with high quality food and super friendly service. HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning in their Muddy Paws Pet Wash and Auto Bath Car Wash. Today's game coverage is being supported by New London Hospital Primary Care. With their diverse team of primary care providers, you're the primary focus. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about our expanded team of primary care providers, visit newlondonhospital.org. So following the injury timeout, getting set to resume action here. 3rd down for the Cougars. Spanos hands it off. Sikoria able to get it forward a little bit, but still going to remain 4th down. The same yardage. You know they're going to go for it.
Yeah, but hold on. Sean, if you don't like what you see, Sean, you have a timeout. If you don't like what you see, you have a timeout. Sean, you have timeout if you want.
Cougars faced with another fourth down here on this drive. They need to get down 33-yard line if they want to continue the drive. 8:55 to play here in this contest.
Spanos drops back, firing straight over the middle of the field, looking for Ruckman. Incomplete. Almost had it. That was a huge play. And the Tigers made the stop. Aiden Ruckman's been the X factor for this offense. They always look to him for a big play. You can see on the replay, just unfortunately for them, could not haul it in. So Aaron Fellows and the Tigers offense will go back out there. They lead by 2 possessions here in the fourth quarter. It's currently 24-12, with a little bit over 8.5 to go.
He's gonna get hit, but we could hit it.
Carrying it forward, Tyson DePaula at the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and pushed out of bounds inside the 20. Big play for Newport. They're now in attacking territory. Michael Jensen can't help but shake his head. Very fast and physical Newport offense.
We need to stop him if we want to win this game. Can you get back to him? I don't know where he's at. Let's go, defense! 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 Defense!
Here's the handoff. Met right around the line of scrimmage. The Kearsarge defense closes quickly. It's a second down coming up. Newport trying to close out the game here this afternoon with a 2-score lead and possession of the ball. Trying to rush it up the middle. Kearsarge's defense stops them. Third down coming up. They could get this stop here on this drive, keep them out of the end zone, get possession back, still have a chance. However, Newport's always dangerous, can always come up with a huge play. When you have Aaron Fellows, Tyson DePaulo, company on the same team, it's always tough to defend, not to mention their offensive line. Fellows, incomplete, looking to the right. Now Newport's going to have a decision to make. Ball spotted around the 20-yard line, 4th and 10. Don't really have a consistent kicker, so they usually go for things. They're aggressive. Worst case scenario for them, I guess with the exception of a fumble or an interception return, would be an incompletion, in which case the Kearsarge Cougars would start out with possession at their own 20-yard line, so not giving up a lot of yardage. So Coach Proper leaves the offense on the field. Fellows incomplete. Kearsarge gets back on the field. They trail by 2 possessions, but still 6.5 to go. They have a chance. They need the sequence to be score, stop, score. If they can make that happen, there's still a chance they could get out of here today with a win. Battling their way back from trailing 24-0. Will Spanos and company, they have really picked themselves up and battled here in this afternoon's contest. A lot of credit going to Jack Sikoria. He's had some huge plays to keep them in this one. Sikoria finds his way up the middle. Gets it forward past the 35. He's got enough for a first down and then some. Ball spotted at the 36. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Jack, if you need a sub, just come off. Otherwise, you're good. You don't have to wait for them. Let's go.
Spanos hands it off. Sikoria again. Gets a gain here. Probably about 4 yards, maybe 3.
We need to get a couple scores here. We're wearing them down.
Official timeout on the field. Injured Tiger on the play.
Injured player from Newport as the officials call for a timeout. Might be a little dehydrated here this afternoon. The sun, when wearing black jerseys, can be difficult. Camden Polari. They'll take a minute to regroup, leaving the field. Second down for the Cougars. 6 minutes to go in this contest. They trail by 2 scores. However, they've battled their way through this. All it takes is one explosive play, and it would make it a 1-possession game. Spanos takes the snap, keeps it himself, trying to work his way through the left side. Flags on the field. Decent gain if it stands.
Good tackle here on the near sideline.
Flags in the backfield. Let's see.
Wes Wheeler and I tackle. Holding on the offense.
Holding goes against the offense.
He's gonna get backed up 5 there.
So it's going to be a replay of the previous play, but from 5 yards back.
They're still facing
That's going to hurt.
24-12 on the board. They trail by 12 with 5:26 to play here.
Normal formation. Let's go.
3 timeouts still remaining for the Cougars.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, offense. Hey, can I get water? Water.
Spanos fires down the center, and that's incomplete.
Incomplete pass on
3rd and 17 coming up for the Cougars.
number 7.
In the event they don't get it, they're going to have to leave the offense out there for 4th down.
3rd down here on the field. 46-yard line.
Come on, offense. Go, offense.
Cameron Brand, reverse. Aiden Ruckman trying to get through blockers. He's got a first down and then some, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, the 10, runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They have battled their way back this afternoon, and just like that, what has been a 24-0 lead has evaporated all the way down. So now it's 24-18 as it stands. They'll have a chance to attempt an extra point or go for two. Wow. Don't turn off the TV just yet. Kearsarge has battled.
Yeah. Good call, Jancy. No, we didn't. There's no flags.
No flags on the play.
Just head down, block, anchor in. Just anchor in. Anchor in. Yes, baby.
Up and through. So now it's only a 5-point contest, 24-19. Here's a replay of the previous touchdown. Cameron Brand over to Ruckman, the fastest player on the field. Had the blocking and got the touchdown. Wow. Just need a stop and a score. So now the pressure shifts to Aaron Fellows, Tyson DePaula in the offense. Big players need to make big plays in key situations.
Who's gonna get it now? Let's go! Who's hungry? Let's go, Lloyd! Get that ball back!
On the ground. Yes.
Covered up there. So Newport's gonna have it around the 31. But now all the pressure of this game on their shoulders. Many people anticipated this to be a rout like previous games at Newport. Shutout, maybe something like the likes of which 40-0, but that has not been the case this afternoon. It was pretty one-sided early on, 24-0, but now 24-19 is where we sit. Cougars have to make a play here on defense, get the ball back.
Round of applause for the Newport champ.
So what I would do is get 3 timeouts. Hold on. I would almost throw, I mean, if you have time, I would almost throw an incomplete pass to stop the clock, potentially. So almost think about playing with 3 downs instead of 4. That saves a timeout. Especially Sean, especially if you get big yards. Big yards on first down. Big yards on first down is not a bad idea. Come up and just fight it. It's going to be this.
Here's a handoff.
Rip it.
That gets a stop. Second down now.
You might want to think about playing a timeout.
3 timeouts still remaining for Kearsarge.
I know you do, but so does. Don't worry.
Something that's got to be on their mind.
No. Yeah, I got it, Jess.
How far do you let the clock run down before you call timeout? Trying to force a 3-and-out here would be pivotal. This might be a situation where Coach Proper would decide to punt in the event that they would face 4th down, just with the field position here. Fellows hands it off to Paulo. Trying to force him out. So that's going to pause the clock. Let's see how many yards he picked up there. So 3rd down. I thought the clock was going to be paused,
To go on the field.
Divide away from string.
but it's still running.
Tail back, divide away from
Just
string.
short of the 35-yard line.
Kearsarge still has 3 timeouts. They could get a stop on this play and force a punt.
If they put
That would be massive.
Cougars winding down with 3:20 to play.
This would be stupid if they throw it. This is QB run all the way. Come up! Come up!
Fellows, he's tackled, and that's going to force 4th down.
Just say, you want to say, yeah, that's fine. That's it. No, that's fine. Nope. Nope. I like that. I like that call.
So timeout is called with 3:05 here to go.
Start them off, Todd. I would start them off with almost like. I'd almost
Still 2 remaining for the Cougars.
with,
So a decision to make for Coach Proper.
unless they start ripping.
He could decide to go for it, but at the risk of field position, he's always very aggressive with his calls, but it's a lot easier to be aggressive when you have a 24-point lead than when you're only up by 5. Kearsarge has been playing super, super well. Wow, they've had an outstanding, outstanding second half. Really cannot emphasize that to the fullest of extents. Today's coverage is being supported by New London Hospital Primary Care. With their diverse team of primary care providers, you're the primary focus. To schedule an appointment or learn more about our expanded team of primary care providers, visit newlondonhospital.org.
Yes. Yes. But I'd do that. I would do a zone first to see. I would do a zone first to see. Yes. Please watch the ball.
Newport looks like they're going to go for it.
Penalties.
No, they punt it away, and it's out of bounds. So that's going to be great field position for the Cougars. The resilience is unmatched.
Right to the boundary.
Wow. They have the energy, they have the momentum, and they have the football.
Patience, discipline, hard work. Patience, discipline, hard work.
3 minutes just under to go. 2 timeouts remaining. Trail by 5, but have possession of the ball. It's at the 48-yard line. 48 yards to go for the lead.
Plenty of time. He's right.
Right there, it's right there. Here we go.
Sean, I'm telling you, he's 87, and look it over here. There's no one but green grass. They have no one.
Spanos hands it to Sikoria. Testing out the left side, stays on his feet. Pushed back. Let's see. Second down coming up.
Carson, go for Soren. Go for Soren. 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 You're good, big man. Keep your helmet on. Keep your helmet on. Keep your helmet on. Normal formation. Who's it on? Hey, normal formation. No tight end. You can take it off. On. On.
Who's it on?
Flag on the field. Personal foul goes against the Newport defense, so Kearsarge is going to be moved forward. 15-yard penalty. Ball will be spotted at the 33. Oh my goodness. We have a barn burner here for you this afternoon, folks. Spanos on his feet, gets some yardage there. Have to keep your eye on the clock. Still 2.5 plus to go. No need to rush anything. I guess the ideal situation for Kearsarge would be to score a touchdown with no time left.
Now we slow down. I'm telling you, it's a tight end. Go, cut, cut. Oh, he had it. Call
Sikoria down on the field. Third down. Timeout called for by the Cougars.
Tigers still in the lead,
2:09 to go. Ball spotted on the 24-yard line. 3 yards to go. Wow. North Cape Design Build was founded with the intention of providing the Lake Sunapee region with a world-class design build partner committed to enhancing the local community that supports them. Our next YCN Game of the Week will feature the Tigers of Newport hosting the Guilford Golden Eagles for the final regular season game. It's going to be 2 weeks from today, starting at 1:53 p.m. Watch it on TDS TV 13, 1013, Comcast 8, or at ycnnow.com. Today's coverage is being underwritten in part by Beltates, a full-service building materials store with 10 locations in New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Stop by any location or shop online at beltates.com. So the Kearsarge Cougars, big play time, 3rd and short to go. They could pick up the first down. That would take a little bit of the pressure off them. Over the center of the field, incomplete, off the hands. Wow, so that brings up 4th down.
Sorry, guys.
So will the Cougars complete the comeback, or will the Tigers hold them off? Here's the rush, trying to push it forward. Let's see the spot of the ball. Cougars think they have it. It's ruled in their favor, so first down for the Cougars. 2 minutes to go here. Clock winding down.
Yeah, we're still okay. 2 minutes. We still got plenty of time.
new set of downs as the
Wow.
set up on the 1-yard line.
It's still there. Cut.
Here's the handoff. Not much going that time.
Quick. Go. Quick. We're still okay. It's all right. Whatever.
Minute 20.
Take your time. We got still plenty of time.
Second down. Spanos drops back, looks for the end zone. Touchdown Cougars! Cameron Brand and the Cougars go wild here in Newport. They have taken the lead. What once was 24-0 is now 25-24 in favor of the Cougars. Wow. They could attempt the 2-point conversion here.
Let them get set up first. Sean. Let them get set up first. See what they come out.
Wow.
Sean, let them get set. Call your
We call it
play
the
and
game of the week,
timeout.
but this might be the game of the year, folks.
And then, but hey, look at the defense. Look at the defense. Tell him not to snap it. Yeah? Good.
Timeout called for.
Mid has not really broken.
My goodness. Chance to catch our breath here.
If you put
Wow.
tight end to the right side,
Barton Insurance Agency supports you and your community. Ben says one size fits all just doesn't apply to insurance, which is why every client gets their individual attention.
okay?
Village Pizza in Newport is coming into the 21st century with a new point of sale system, digital menu, online ordering, DoorDash delivery, and big screen TVs. Follow them on Facebook to keep up. With New London Hospital's diverse team of primary care providers, you're the primary focus. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about their expanded team of primary care providers, visit newlondonhospital.org.
No stupid penalties. No stupid penalties, gents. No stupid
This game coverage is being brought to you in part by La Valley Building Supply with 13 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. Take a look at all their products at lavalleys.com. And now let's take a look at the Kearsarge Cougars offense as they come on here to try and attempt the 2-point conversion. They currently lead by 1. They could tack on another 2, would make it a 3-point lead. Force a field goal to tie, touchdown to win. Sikoria stopped short of the goal line, so the lead will remain 1-point advantage. 1:05 here to go to stop the Tigers.
TD.
11 hats, rally to the ball!
Replay.
Here's a replay of the touchdown.
Hey, get 11 hats, rallying to the ball.
Will Spanos able to find Cameron Brand in the back of the end zone. You can see the excitement there on the faces of all the Kearsarge players and coaches. Check out Echo Communications for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge Shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. Wow. 1:05 to go. Cougars in the driver's seat, ahead by 1, but the Newport Tigers, one of the best teams in Division III, will get the football back one last time. Energy, explosiveness, that's a common trait of them. Fellows trying to carry it forward, see how far he can get. Pushing it forward, getting to past the 50, down to about the 48. Wow. Will Spanos made the tackle. Probably saved the Cougars here in this game. Was wishing that gotten a stop sooner. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We got drama here. Fellows. Rolls to the side. Incomplete. Newport still has all 3 timeouts left. Ball on the 40. Excuse me, the 47, 48.
No. Sean, leave what's out there. Sean, leave what's out there. You can use your quarterback. Tell him to suck it up. Let's go. Yes. Come on, tell him to suck it up. That's fine, your quads.
Fellows finds DePaula. Gets some yardage up to the 40 now. 3rd down coming up. Newport calls timeout. 38.7 to go here. They still have 2 left. The Cougars stand 2 stops away from a shocking comeback win.
Have him watch the eyes of the quarterback. Read the genius. Watch the eyes of the quarterback.
Wow. Newport's offense has thrived all year on the ground game, but Kearsarge has pushed back against them here. In the second half, Kearsarge has played super well to climb back in it. Newport scoreless since the second quarter.
Have him watch it again, though, Sean. Have him watch it. Read the quarterback. Read his eyes. Read his eyes.
Fellows unleashes downfield. It is incomplete. 4th down to decide it. If Kearsarge makes the stop here, they'll have a win. Still 2 timeouts left for Newport.
They're going to high point the ball. Did you put them in, John? Oh. No.
Wow. To decide it.
He might run. He might run. He might run. Have him watch. No, he's going to run. He's going to run.
Fellows runs for it. Tackle down, and the Cougars are going to win it. The Kearsarge Cougars stun the Newport Tigers, getting the stop. Turnover on downs. 2 timeouts left for Newport, but Kearsarge can still take the knee. Wow. Unbelievable, folks. Maybe the craziest game I've ever seen. 1st and 10 here for the Cougars. Newport cannot believe it. They can't believe it. Wow.
This is a program building game.
Taking the knee here. Newport's not even going to bother with the timeouts. Kearsarge goes wild, and they celebrate in this shocking comeback win.
Player of the game.
Our player of the game, there's a couple really good choices here. I'm going to go with Will Spanos. He's been an awesome player for this team. He has stepped up exactly the way that they needed him to do so. He had to replace Caleb Naughton after he got hurt midway through the season. And just like that, it wraps up our game of the week in a shocking comeback win for the Cougars, down 24-0 to win it 25-24. I'm Drew Dumont. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in a few weeks. Good night, everybody.
We all know ticks suck blood, but not just in the woods. Ticks can be almost anywhere year-round. Even though some are smaller than the head of a pin, they're big trouble. Even a tiny tick can make you super sick. So wear protective clothing and an EPA-registered insect repellent. And when you shower, remember, check for ticks everywhere. If you get a tick, tell an adult and go to ticksuck.org to learn how to remove it properly. Ticks suck, but being outdoors shouldn't. Ticksuck.org